Hey, welcome in the episode number 5 of Thinking Out of the Box. And today I have a special guest Aditya Thakur, who has done immense growth in programming field and has become international speaker and a speaker in Google Summit also. He gonna share his journey with us, and we have talked in various topics like data science, AI, machine learning, and even on the future of AI, what jobs will be created in future. This podcast gonna be mind blowing. If you are a programmer or willing to become a programmer, you must watch this video. Let's start this video. And before that, I want to say sorry because this podcast has been recorded few weeks earlier, but for some technical problems we could not upload it. So it is here now. Watch this till the end and you gonna learn lot of things.
So first of all, I want to welcome you on my podcast. And at first, I want to share your story from my side because I know your story. Am I right that तुमने I think 2 years back coding start की थी?
Yeah,
Yeah.
2020.
Yes, 2 years, and within 2 years you have reached हाइट ऑफ आई थिंक आईआईटी के बंदों को भी वो हाइट पहुंचने में 4-5 साल लग जाता है. आई वांट यू टू share your experience. You have been a speaker in Google Summit, so I want you to share your experience.
Yeah, sure. So I started like 2020 के end में, मतलब जब second year was coming to a close, I started something called Flutter. तो वो एक
Yeah.
cross-platform framework है. It lets you build mobile applications, and it is maintained by Google, although it is open source. मतलब Google की team उसे maintain करती है, but as it like code is available for everyone to contribute to. I started working on that. Where initially, learning phase, I was like building projects, putting कि मेरे को क्या क्या आता है. And then I started pushing on LinkedIn a lot, LinkedIn, YouTube, because
On that time you started YouTube.
yeah, no, I YouTube channel is old, but फिर मैं उस पे tutorials बनाने लगा as I was learning. So I think that really helped me, क्योंकि जब when I shared with others, तो बाकी लोगों को भी अगर same problem थी तो they would connect. And today I have built a community of Flutter developers. हमारा Discord भी है, like we are close to 1.8.
Yes.
So I did that for a while, but then I wanted to मतलब speak more, क्योंकि I love talking about building apps.
Yeah.
And I applied to a lot of places. मतलब I've spoken at a few international events also, like
Yes. Yes.
Flutter
Yes.
Summit. It's like the senior track and the junior track
Yeah. Yeah.
things, और अभी like Google I/O extended New Delhi में, and few other events here in India.
Yeah. एंड आई हैव मैंने तुम्हारी जर्नी देखी है पूरा पिछले 1.5-2 साल से. एंड मैंने देखा है तुमने कितना मेहनत किया. आई थिंक फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू हैव डेवलप्ड ए ओपन सोर्स इन फ्लटर.
Yeah, like I do projects जो open source है Flutter पे.
And that's how I think you have created your credibility in this field at first,
Yeah.
because I have been also in a coding field, and ओपन सोर्स इज रेस्पेक्टेड. जो भी डेवलपर्स ओपन सोर्स में कंट्रीब्यूट करते हैं उन्हें बाकी डेवलपर्स से ज्यादा थोड़ा रिस्पेक्ट मिलता है. आई हैव सीन दिस एंड यू हैव आल्सो डिड दिस. सो ये तो हुई कि तुमने जर्नी कैसे शुरू की, बट जो सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट बात है कि जर्नी स्टार्ट करने में जो एफर्ट लगा, क्योंकि 2 साल में जिस लेवल में आईआईटी के बंदे 5-6 साल में नहीं पहुंच सकते, उसमें तुमने 2 साल में किया है. एंड वो 2 साल में जो लर्निंग है उसके साथ उसे इम्प्लीमेंट करना, उसे शेयर करना, 3 फोर्सेस. तो वो सारी चीजें टाइम मैनेज, कॉलेज के टाइम ऐसे मैनेज कैसे किया था वो सारी फेजेस को?
Yeah, I think तब college was also online because the pandemic था तब. So that made it a bit easier, क्योंकि if it's online तो do a lot more things. I think initially was पहले तो like with any other tech वाले person, I started out with a few courses. But the difference was कि जैसे like normally people, you hear them start out into web development, सारे ऐसे करते हैं. I thought I'll do a mobile app development क्योंकि मेरे पास एक idea था, तो I wanted to work on that.
हम्म
Like direct jump into mobile development. फिर वहाँ पे like I found out Flutter and
हम्म
started out with a course on Udemy. Purchased a course तब I think
हम्म
499 ऐसे ही था, like not very
हाँ,
expensive.
यूट्यूब में मिलते हैं ज्यादा डिस्काउंट्स।
या तो
हम्म
आई गॉट वन, फिर आई फॉलोड इट, मतलब पर मैंने कभी कोर्स कंप्लीट नहीं करा। लाइक आई स्टार्टेड आउट इंटर्नशिप बीच में ही, क्योंकि आई वाज लर्निंग एंड आई थॉट कि आई शुड गेट रियल वर्क एक्सपीरियंस, व्हिच
हम्म
इज समथिंग जिसने मतलब काफी हेल्प करी, क्योंकि जब आई वाज वर्किंग ऑन अ प्रोजेक्ट तो द मेंटर टॉट मी अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स। लाइक उसने
हम्म
फ्लट एक कॉन्सेप्ट होता है रिस्पॉन्सिव डिजाइन का, तो लाइक जब आप मोबाइल एप्लीकेशन ही बना रहे हो तो वो
ओके
स्क्रीन पे फिट होनी चाहिए, अलग अलग स्क्रीन पे।
ओके
तो आई डिडंट नो कि वो कैसे करते हैं, नाइदर डिड द कोर्स में कहीं पे ऐसे सिखाया था इमीडिएटली। तो
हम्म
दैट वाज समथिंग माय मेंटर, मतलब जो द पर्सन एट दैट कंपनी हु वाज लीडिंग द प्रोजेक्ट, ही सेड कि ऐसे करेंगे, तो आई लुक्ड इट अप, गूगल्ड इट, एंड देन आई वाज एबल टू डू दैट। उसके बाद आई डिड अ फ्यू मोर प्रोजेक्ट्स फ्रॉम द कोर्स, ऐसे खत्म करने के लिए उसे। एंड उसके बाद
हम्म
लाइक आई गॉट माय सेकंड रोल, तो आई हैव बीन वर्किंग एंड लर्निंग साइड साइड पे। तो
हम्म
yeah.
एंड ऐसे तुम्हारी जर्नी तो ऐसे बहुत ही इंस्पिरेशन वाली भी है, क्योंकि बहुत सारे बंदे हैं जो कोडिंग स्टार्ट करना चाहते हैं, वो दो चीज सोचते हैं कि एक उनके पास पैसे नहीं है अच्छे डिवाइस खरीदने के या अच्छे कोर्स लेने के, एंड दूसरी जो चीज होती है वो है जब डाउट होता है कैसे वो उसे सॉल्व करे। तो अभी
Hmm.
प्रेजेंटली इंडिया में बहुत सारे यूट्यूबर हैं जो हेल्प करते हैं, बट अगर देखा जाए यूट्यूब में पाइथन, जावास्क्रिप्ट, जावा, इन सब के ऊपर ज्यादा वीडियोस हैं। फ्लटर के ऊपर, फ्लटर somehow न्यू,
Hmm.
पाइथन जावा से बहुत नया है। तो एज अ फ्लटर डेवलपर, हाउ यू सी द future of Flutter development? Because as I know, the Flutter users have increased.
True. मतलब वही, like I agree with that. Like Python and Flutter
हम्म
courses are there, because even on my channel I have a video on Python जिसके 5-6 लाख views हैं. Flutter
हम्म
video के इतने views नहीं है, like they are at 70,000 I guess max.
yes.
Uh, for Python का I also think like अभी with AI ML, जैसे AI तो Python like more
Yeah, I have
important.
personally studied that data science.
Yeah, so I think it would only grow a bit. Flutter, on the other hand, it's like a front end framework. So unless you're not like, generally people jump in जब वो mobile apps बना रहे हैं, like even though Flutter allows you to do desktop and web apps, people only like jump in because they want to do mobile apps.
Okay.
So going forward, I think अभी उन्होंने like last year they have enabled support for all platforms, and अभी this year they have announced like a few things. अभी Flutter Forward extended events they happened in Nairobi, Kenya. तो वहाँ पे like they have announced a few things, like एक one particular thing I'm excited about is 3D in Flutter. तो basically क्या होगा कि you will be able to build like 3D applications in Flutter using like Blender animation.
Till now, I think for 3D, CSS is used most often.
I guess web में they have 3JS also, and like I'm
Mhm.
not really sure, but mobile
Yeah,
में like
some of.
मोबाइल में like being able to build that would be, जैसे metaverse was a thing of you, मतलब अभी भी it is, but it has like AI से थोड़ा कम हो गया उसका influence, but like, with being able to build those would be really cool in Flutter, so you can have like complete experience in your mobile. uh, Going forward, I think they are doing some optimization and other such changes, so abhi like work is going on, and it will be a very improved framework.
Okay, I want you to share your personal thoughts or future prediction about
Mhm.
AI, because you know that presently AI is used in anything, many things like content creation, video editing, graphic designing in various fields. So, in that thing, what is your future prediction and perspective?
Yeah, so like most developers, somewhere I am a bit skeptical ki how मतलब our jobs would work out, क्योंकि I've seen
Mhm,
like AI
mhm,
doing right
mhm,
on
mhm, mhm.
कोड भी लिख देता है, like if you show it, like
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
ask questions. uh Personally, although I am very excited because क्योंकि I have used AI, मतलब I use it on my job as
Mhm,
well, and
mhm.
it helps you do a lot of things. So if you can, मतलब उसके साथ if you can work, तो I think it's a very big advantage. जैसे अभी, like instead of looking up all the web pages, I can just ask ChatGPT to, write something for me
Mhm,
and
mhm.
that. I recently, I think, wrote down scripts for short videos.
Yeah,
जैसे
yeah,
मैं
yeah.
a lot of short videos, so I wrote down scripts using ChatGPT. It was like super fast, super easy.
Yeah, yeah, easy.
हाँ, फिर there
I
is
I eventually actually do. Eventually, I have hired a team member. She is only here for doing ChatGPT prompt.
Mhm.
She is she is typing and just extracting the scripts. I have hired her for that's only thing. क्योंकि अभी चैट जीपीटी में क्या हो गया ना कि पहले अलग होता कि हमें रिसर्च करना होता था, फिर लिखना होता था, फिर चेकिंग होता था, बहुत सारे प्रोसेस। अब चैट जीपीटी क्या उसको एलिमिनेट कर दिया है। यू हैव
हाँ,
रियल नॉलेज ऑफ द डोमेन एंड यू हैव चैट जीपीटी। चैट जीपीटी is creating the content and you are checking as a domain expert, and that's
yeah,
how the content creation part is become so easy. And that's why I have hired a girl. She is actually just extracting the scripts from ChatGPT and I am checking them. And this have made, I think, पहले एक वीडियो बनाने में 5 से 6 घंटे लगते थे, वो
हम्म,
अभी आधे घंटे 1 घंटे में बन जा रहे
डेफिनेटली। मतलब आई हैव सीन डिफरेंस। पहले लाइक आपको रिसर्च करते तो आपको
हैं।
मल्टीपल पेजेस देखने पड़ते थे। अभी यू जस्ट आस्क इट एंड इट विल लाइक राइट इट डाउन ऑर्डर में पॉइंट्स के साथ। काफी लाइक काफी बढ़िया है वो। ऑल्सो जैसे एज यू मेंशन्ड लाइक यू हैव हायर्ड समवन, तो आई थिंक जॉब्स वुड ऑल्सो इवॉल्व, क्योंकि काफी नए रोल्स आएंगे। प्रॉम्प्ट इंजीनियर इज वन, लाइक द गर्ल दैट यू हैव फॉर योर वर्क, engineering prompts to get data out of it. So that is something really cool. Personally, abhi to jaise I am working as developer advocate, so it involves writing,
Yeah.
documenting and all that stuff. So chat gpt is like a very good language model in that case to do that for me. फिर generative AI, like text से video बना देना, that would be cool. Like if I
It's
need video,
actually here, already here.
yeah, like I think Adobe Firefly and a few others are doing. तो आई वांट टू लाइक दैट वुड बी, फिर अगर आपको कोई चाहिए, जैसे लेटस से कि आप वीडियो बना रहे हो, आपको बीच में वो बी रोल फुटेज या कुछ ऐसे डालना है, तो इंस्टेड ऑफ हैविंग टू सर्च द वेब फॉर समथिंग दैट फिट्स योर नीड्स, यू कैन जस्ट जनरेट इट योरसेल्फ। तो लाइक क्रेजी इट वुड बी
Yes, yes, yes. It's actually evolving the मतलब totally content creation की जो process है वो change कर रही है। एंड इसी के साथ जो दूसरी मेरी क्वेश्चन है वो है कि बहुत लोग सोच रहे हैं कि उनके जॉब जाने वाले हैं। तो इसके ऊपर मैं खुद का भी पर्सपेक्टिव रखूंगा। उसके पहले मैं तुम्हारा पर्सपेक्टिव जानना चाहता हूँ कि तुम क्या सोचते हो इस बारे में कि जॉब जाएंगी या न्यू जॉब क्रिएट होंगी। मेनी
पर्सनली
पीपल आर इन फेयर एक्चुअली।
normally what happens is, जब भी technology evolves, तो jobs like generally change। मतलब there could be कि कुछ लोगों की jobs immediately अभी चल जाएं, like there could be cases जहाँ पे आपकी जो job है वो can be replaced by AI, but AI also promises, मतलब somewhere some part of it कि it would help you find more ways to earn money, like not only the day job that you're doing, जैसे अगर you were writing content, अभी AI is doing that for you, but फिर AI में भी like there are jobs that are coming up like prompt engineering, something we talked about. So that is something to look into. I think as people in the market, abhi तो we should stay updated one, मतलब we should know क्या हो रहा है, and so that हम अपने आप को upskill कर सके उस scene में। बाकी तो I think you should be, as they say, uh, selling shovels in a gold rush. तो मतलब if you find ways to use AI, build tools around it, softwares as a service that could improve experience of using using like artificial intelligence, that would be something very cool.
There is a say that every ends create a new start, and
Mhm.
that's the actual reality. Because अगर हम 1921 1920 के टाइम को देखें, उस टाइम भी बहुत सारे, जैसे कि पहले पियोन्स होते थे जो लेटर्स पहुंचाते थे। अभी के टाइम में पियोन्स है बट उतना ज्यादा नहीं है उनका मतलब उतना ज्यादा उनका यूज नहीं है। अभी हम लोग फोन में मैसेज कर रहे हैं। तो उस टाइम के बाद से उसके बाद कॉलिंग हो गए, फोन आ गए, टेलीफोन आए, धीरे धीरे जो ऐसे इवॉल्व हुआ। तो उस टाइम भी ये फेयर था कि जॉब्स जाएंगी। हाँ, जॉब्स गए हैं, एक्चुअली जॉब्स नहीं गए हैं, जॉब रोल चले गए हैं। एंड उसके जगह कुछ नया रोल, पहले जैसे कि अगर टेलीफोन जो बबल हुआ था, उस अगर जो 2000 टाइम में जो हुआ था, जो जब इंटरनेट बबल हुआ था, उस
Mhm.
टाइम क्या हुआ था कि पेमेंट, पहले पेमेंट के लिए बैंक्स, जब पेपॉल पेपॉल आई थिंक यू नो द पेपॉल माफिया,
Yeah.
या व्हाट हैपेंड ऑन दैट टाइम इज फर्स्ट बैंक्स बहुत ज्यादा कमीशंस लेते थे एंड ट्रांजेक्शन वाज डिफिकल्ट। एंड ऑन दैट प्रोसेस देयर आर मेनी पीपल्स इन्वॉल्व्ड। बहुत सारे जॉब्स थे कि एक, अगर हमें यूनाइटेड स्टेट से यूनाइटेड किंगडम तक पैसा ट्रांसफर करना होता था, यूनाइटेड किंगडम खुद के एक बैंक को देता था, उसका बैंक का जो एक एम्प्लॉय वहां पर जाके पैसे को सबमिट करके आता था, बहुत सारे लोग थे। एंड पेपॉल ने उसे क्या किया, ऑनलाइन कर दिया। एंड वहां से क्या हो गया, ऑनलाइन ट्रांजेक्शन स्टार्ट हुए।
Mhm.
बट ऑन दैट टाइम बहुत लोगों ने इसका दूसरा जो बेनिफिट हुआ वो है कि टाइम कम हुआ, बिजनेसेस ग्रो हुए और अलग टाइप के जॉब्स बने। एंड वही चीज आई थिंक एआई के लिए भी होगा। जैसे मैंने इस लड़की को हायर किया जस्ट प्रॉम्प्ट करने के लिए, एंड सेम वे में कंपनीज कंटेंट राइटर नहीं हायर करेंगे, कंटेंट थिंकर्स को हायर करेंगे।
Yeah.
बिकॉज यू हैव टू write the perfect question first na. ChatGPT
Mhm.
is for giving you the answers, but you must know the questions.
Yeah.
So that's will the difference. Because अगर ग्राफिक डिजाइनिंग भी सोच लें, हाँ मान सकता हूँ कि एआई बना के दे देगा ग्राफिक्स, but we have to think na first of all in our mind, and we will hire creative persons to create the questions or prompt.
I think why like ideas would become more valuable. There is a saying like ideas are useless, like execution matters. Abhi with chat gpt and such, like you would almost have the same tools, so jo bhi the idea that you have, you can build on it, matlab, even if you want to just say you have an idea, you ask chat gpt, he becomes your personal assistant, you can like build products, build tools out there jo bhi you are coming up with.
हमारे इस डिस्कशन में और भी ज्यादा अंदर जाने के पहले आई वांट यू टू give some steps to a beginner person who want to be a Flutter developer, or he want to get into the development journey, in software development journey. What is your advice or guides for them?
Yeah, first thing तो I would say, क्योंकि for most of us जैसे जो भी developer है, like you have your own unique experience, तो
हम्म
happens कई बारी कि what you are trying to do might not have a path पहले set. तो
हम्म
what I would recommend is कि if you are looking to get into mobile development, first part is deciding कि आपको क्या करना है, like आपको Android app बनानी है, आपको iOS app बनानी है, उस पर depending on that like your path would change. Flutter Android iOS दोनों बनाने देता है, so it's like personally for me it has been very easy क्योंकि I पहले did Java programming, तो Java
हम्म
से like it was very easy to move to Dart. Dart is the programming language we use with Flutter. So
हम्म
if starting out abhi, I think I would say पहले like maybe check out Dart. उनकी Dart.dev website पे you can easily find how the programming language works. And
हम्म
if you take up a Flutter course, so that would teach you Dart programming, so you don't have to worry. Take a free course YouTube पे. There is a playlist by
हम्म
one Dart. He's a Google developer expert for Flutter, and he has like a free Flutter course on YouTube. So you can take
हम्म
that up or
okay.
take one on Udemy if you want to. फिर वहाँ से like the best thing I would say for any developer, any software developer is to get into build something with what you know. It will be difficult
Get the
first.
practical example, practical knowledge. Yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
every
continue.
programming language has like some very good projects to build, and you can
Mm-hmm.
watch them free में YouTube पे. Python के साथ ही if you start, तो you can find like Python projects on YouTube. Flutter के there are Flutter project videos. A lot of that stuff on YouTube. And फिर once you do that, तो your hold would get better. And then I would say कि apply for roles, क्योंकि a lot of us, we don't apply like early on, and then it gets difficult to find a job, because when you go to a role, फिर they ask for more, and then you like get stuck in this cycle. तो start applying, फिर मतलब whatever they say कि okay, this is what is required, तो learn that, work on that, and then you'll get a job. And फिर वहाँ
Mm-hmm.
से ride is, I think it gets simpler. जैसे starting में it's difficult, but after a while it gets simpler, you understand more things, फिर जो आपको चाहिए actually में you work on that and get better at it.
I think you are a advocate. I think
Hmm. Developer advocate, yeah.
developer advocate. What
Hmm.
does mean? Actually, what I am curious about this job role.
Yeah, so developer advocacy is like a transition role. मतलब
Okay.
it's between engineering, community, and marketing.
Okay.
So how you can think of it is as like, just say you are a developer.
Mm-hmm.
My job is to be able to talk to you and help you with anything. Like when it comes to, मतलब I work with a company that lets you integrate live audio video into your apps.
Okay.
तो फर्स्ट थिंग इज आई एम द जीरोथ कस्टमर. मतलब सबसे पहले आई यूज दी एच डी के, फिर आई टेल द टीम कि ओके दिस इज नॉट वर्किंग, ये समझ में नहीं आ रहा है कैसे करना है, ये सब. एंड देन आई गेट बैक टू द टीम, हेल्प देम, मतलब विद द इम्प्रूवमेंट एंड स्टाफ, कि हम उसको कैसे डेवलपर फ्रेंडली बना सकते हैं. So
Mm-hmm.
it has that technical aspect. Matlab, only if I know coding can I work on something developer related. So it has
Mm-hmm.
to be someone technical, and then I go out, talk to people like you, and
Mm-hmm.
help you do that. Matlab, help you integrate live audio video into your apps. फिर
Okay.
if you have any programming related मतलब questions, generally क्योंकि developers prefer talking to a developer. If I
Mm-hmm.
come to you as a marketing person, you wouldn't prefer that, क्योंकि फिर लगेगा कि वो
Mm-hmm.
marketing, don't want to talk to them. And so there, that is where, like, I can talk to you developer to developer. I can tell you like how to use the API or how to integrate the SDK.
Mm-hmm.
So that is my major role. And the third part is definitely the community. For our product, for any product, for
Mm-hmm.
that matter, community matters. जहाँ पे you can get feedback and take this back to company. So all three aspects: technical, marketing, community. So it makes a complete developer advocate. And we have like a lot of things for like
Okay.
I have initially focused on writing a lot of articles, ताकि जैसे if you come to integrate.
I think you write articles on Medium.
Yeah, I do. I on
Mm-hmm.
Medium, on like the company website also. So
Okay.
if you
Nice.
if like you can find pieces on how to start from scratch, matlab zero say how to
Mm-hmm.
add like streaming to your Flutter apps, build like a Google Meet clone and such. So
Mm-hmm.
that has been my initial job, and then I have been a speaker. Matlab I've been speaking at events. Just I
Mm-hmm.
spoke at Fest Kolkata on the very subject, like how to build like live audio video into your apps. So live streaming apps
Okay.
in Flutter at DevFest Kolkata. So that is
Okay.
also like part of my day job, and yeah, a lot more things like uh, be
But I am more curious now कि how you found this job title. You can
yeah.
become a developer advocate also. How you found that?
I wasn't actually looking to become a developer
Hmm.
advocate. uh they're like the present founders, Aniket, he reached out over LinkedIn to me. So
Mm-hmm.
again, that is where building your profile comes in, जहाँ पे you are sharing what you do. मतलब I have been sharing Flutter projects for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I have a YouTube channel, so I think it generally helped me get this role. So
Mm-hmm.
when he reached out, he asked me like if I would like to join them. And then I was like interviewed for a developer advocate position, like which wasn't something that I was initially looking into, but I thought like this would be good, because I
Mm-hmm.
have an active profile and I'm also active in the community and I know like technical things. So
Mm-hmm.
fine. Like I've been working with the company for over a year. मतलब February में I completed 1 year, and अभी I think it would be the 1 year plus almost.
You are rocking. In simple word, you are rocking from
Mhm.
starting as a just a beginner. Within 2 years, you have become a speaker, international speaker, not a only मतलब इंडिया में नहीं, बहुत सारे
Mhm.
इंटरनेशनल इवेंट्स में स्पीकर बने हो। एंड उसी के साथ साथ ऐसा एक जॉब रोल जो ज्यादा मतलब ज्यादा लोगों को पता भी नहीं है कि डेवलपर एडवोकेट बोल के भी एक जॉब प्रोफाइल है, ज्यादातर डेवलपर्स को भी पता नहीं, बहुत सारे
अभी
डेवलपर्स को ये पता नहीं
uh,
होता।
अभी it has increased a lot. मतलब जैसे I don't know probably in my circles, but जैसे I know a lot of developer advocates इंडिया से भी and
वो
like
हो
बाहर.
जाता है जब एक सर्कल टू सर्कल होता है। बट व्हाट आई हैव सीन, यू मे नो द व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप, देयर आर मेनी, मतलब बहुत सारे बिगिनर डेवलपर्स हैं, वो बहुत सारे टर्म्स के साथ बहुत कंफ्यूज हो जाते हैं। जैसे कि अगर कोई डेवलपर होता है तो उसके जर्नी जैसे जूनियर डेवलपर, सीनियर डेवलपर, प्रोडक्ट मैनेजर, तो बहुत सारे स्टेप्स आ जाते हैं। तो उस स्टेप्स को अगर सिंप्लीफाई किया जाए और किसी को चाहिए कि हाउ टू बिल्ड हिज करियर इन सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपमेंट, हाउ यू विल गाइड देम, हाउ यू विल सजेस्ट
Yeah. So I think I would say कि if you have to go into software development, there are काफी ज़्यादा ways. One
देम।
is if you are doing basic programming जैसे Java, C, C++,
हम्म
or normal placement exams जहाँ पे you get like data structure based questions, then you have DBMS वाला interview and all that
ओके।
stuff. There's a lot of people from my college when they got placed, so they had this like they had to do like a technical exam pehle when, and then they would have like interview rounds uspe. So that is one way to go. But there are also people I know just जिन्होंने मतलब didn't do that, मतलब उन्होंने इतना नहीं उस पे focus करा and they went ahead with development. तो जैसे they were building Flutter apps, then they apply to these companies, वहाँ पे they have questions around Flutter asked to them. फिर journal mobile development questions like कैसे would you do something. So that is another way because they are their own domain expert, so they don't have to you know do all that question मतलब अलग वो सब part. And that is the way, मतलब it's either you take one route or the other. Development में you have a lot of things. You can either become a web developer, junior web developer, पहले start with front end or back end, do either. You can go into blockchain also. A lot of web3 companies hire abhi with AI growing. I think data science roles are there. Do Python, do some data science projects.
डेटा साइंस रोल्स आर एक्चुअली इन द बूम, द मोस्ट मतलब जो चीज सबसे ज्यादा अभी चाहिए वो है डेटा साइंस। एंड नॉट ओनली इन बिजनेसेस, एनीथिंग, कोई भी ऐप हो उसके स्टैटिस्टिक्स है, उसके फंडामेंटल्स हैं, उसके फ्यूचर प्रेडिक्शंस जरूरत है। एंड यू मे नो ब्लैक रॉक,
No.
और स्टॉक मैनेजमेंट कंपनी,
Hmm.
they I think have a team of 200 300 data scientists, and they have built a AI model for last 2 decades. It is working for last 2 decades.
Bloomberg,
And
they 50 million, I think, 50 billion.
they are working together for prediction of stock market.
Hmm.
So data science and AI is in everything. We may think it's a new thing, but it's not a new thing. It's just they have made it public just now, but it have been for last 5 years, 5 10 years. It's the
Yeah.
reality. And Aditya, as your personal goals, what is your goal in 2023, 2024?
I think abhi present personal goal is definitely reaching 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. I'm like very close to
You will reach
9,000.
it quickly.
Yeah. So I'm working on that. फिर अभी like I am looking to travel more this year, मतलब 2023 में. So I'm already working remote. Looking to like go out places, see the world a bit, फिर
Mm-hmm.
I'll
That's a
be
good thing.
consistent on YouTube. Yeah, I'll be consistent on YouTube, try to upload more videos, maybe like do more videos on like deeper concepts in Flutter, because I see like a lot of superficial videos on a
Mm-hmm.
few. I want to like get into
In this
more.
thing, I would suggest you to create a Udemy course
Hmm.
or a online course. If you want to give it for free, still create a course in somewhere else, not in YouTube. Because क्या होता है ना कि जब deep concepts होते हैं, not only in Python या Flutter, every प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज, पाइथन हो, जावा हो, सी प्लस प्लस हो, जो डीप कॉन्सेप्ट्स होते हैं उनमें व्यू ज्यादा होते नहीं है, एंड ज्यादा
Hmm.
लोग उसे सर्च करते भी नहीं है,
Yeah,
बहुत कम लोग होते हैं. सो आई विल सजेस्ट यू टू क्रिएट एक टोटली फ्लटर फंडामेंटल का एक कोर्स ही बना दो. दैट विल बी बेनिफिशियल फॉर यू आल्सो ना.
definitely. I have a free Flutter course. Abhi, so I was looking to improving. Matlab, it's a bit outdated and I don't share it
हम्म.
anymore. Abhi, I want to do like usi mein, do a few more projects, add that there. But
हम्म.
baki to I'll do this fundamental wala. I'll check it out. Very.
हम्म.
Uh, Also, I think YouTube is also launching their courses April May. I think this should be April. The next month starting this that should be available.
Okay.
Mhm.
And you have been speaker in many international events, and you, I think you have met with many big personalities on that events.
Yeah.
आई मुझे वो चीज जानना है कि वो जो बड़े हस्तियां हैं
Mhm.
डेवलपमेंट दुनिया की, दे आर
Yeah.
द पिलर्स ऑफ डेवलपमेंट इंडस्ट्री. How they actually think, how, what is their mentality, because they are creating the biggest products in this world, tech
Mhm.
products, and what is their mentality actually, I want to know that.
A lot of like big senior developers that I have met are actually very cool, down to earth.
Mhm.
Most of them have done development for so long कि उनके fundamentals are so clear. You can ask them then and there like how would this work and they would know it. Uh,
Mhm.
and just say a few people in the Flutter community also, like when I had a chance to meet, so they have had this thing जहाँ पे like they say कि the more you break something, the more you learn.
Mhm.
As they have all had stories about how they have like done something badly and then had to fix it. They have found new ways कि कैसे करेंगे उसको ठीक. And I think that is amazing. ऊपर से a lot of them keep up, like they have their own hobby projects, side projects, so they continue doing that, I think, which is very important just to stay updated in tech, मतलब to know कि what is happening.
दे एक्चुअली उन्होंने मतलब पहाड़ भी तोड़ा है, एंड पहाड़ तोड़ने के साथ साथ एक नया रास्ता भी बनाया है. दे आर
Mhm.
जस्ट एंड इससे मुझे एक चीज याद आया कि मैं जब दिल्ली गया था जनवरी में, और ये
Mhm.
तो डेवलपर्स कम्युनिटी की हुआ, मैं जहाँ पर गया था वो मार्केटिंग कम्युनिटी का था. तो वहाँ पर मार्केटिंग के बहुत बड़े बड़े जो एजेंसीज के ओनर है वो आए थे, अनिक सिग्नल, नील पटेल आए थे. तो उनकी जो मेंटली मुझे अभी समझ आ रहा है कि जितना दिन जा रहा है ना, मुझे एक चीज समझ आ रहा है, जो जो भी इंडस्ट्री हो, जो भी
Mhm.
टॉप में रहते हैं ना, वो बहुत ही डाउन टू अर्थ होते हैं, एंड उन्हें सब कुछ पता है, तो भी वो बहुत ही शांत रहते हैं. दे आर सो हम्बल.
Mhm.
दे आर जस्ट लाइक हम लोग एक तालाब के मछलियां हैं, एंड दे
Mhm.
आर लाइक द शार्क्स ऑफ द ओशन.
Yeah.
they can eat anything, but they are so humble.
Definitely.
And what's your opinion on startup ecosystem? Because most of the Indian unicorns are loss making. What's your perspective on that?
I think like since I work with the startup,
That's why I asked you the question.
yeah, I think it's like abhi we haven't seen a unicorn in over like 6 months.
Hmm.
Recently, a lot of like I think the recent launch that took some eyes was the ClickPay launch, but that app had a lot of bugs. Abhi they
Yeah,
are
yeah,
trying.
yeah. I read the news. The Dustin Score said that it will be back from Monday.
Yeah, so they are trying to work on that, and I think generally, abhi it's a slowdown here, recession. uh, not necessarily here, but जैसे the events that have led up to it, जैसे Silicon Valley bank crash से
Yeah, yeah.
India, there were a lot of effects, like a lot of people kept silent about it, but
Mm-hmm.
there was fear क्योंकि that crash means a lot of people here in India would lose US customers जहाँ पे जो can't immediately mobilize
Mm-hmm.
funds. Abhi, the situation is people are trying to keep up their job, not lose it during the recession. I
Mm-hmm.
think it involves like uh, putting in more work in some instances. जैसे जहाँ पे like जहाँ पे a few startups, I talked to a few people जहाँ पे जिनकी teams were laid off, but so they had to pick up like a lot of things on their own. जैसे उन्हें फिर थोड़ा ज़्यादा काम करना पड़ा था just to adapt to it, and
Mm-hmm.
there is a journal hiring freeze everywhere, I guess, क्योंकि a lot of companies are not hiring. I haven't seen like as many Flutter roles come up क्योंकि हम हमारे Discord पे we also post roles Flutter में. I think the situation would improve. Indian ecosystem is somewhat stable as compared to other countries, though it will
हाँ,
take some
अगर हम लोग
strong.
मार्केट की बात किए करें
Mhm.
तो आवर रिटेल इन्वेस्टर्स हैज सेव्ड आवर इंडेक्स बिकॉज दिस टाइम सारे कंट्रीज के फॉरेन करेंसीज फॉरेन स्टॉक मार्केट क्रैश हो रहे थे उस वक्त इंडिया अप ट्रेंड में था एंड दैट्स वाज अ बिग थिंग बट जो सिलिकॉन वैली बैंक बंद हुआ उससे ज्यादा इफेक्ट होगा कुछ हमारे बड़े बड़े यूनिकॉर्न्स को क्योंकि उनका फंडिंग वहां से आता था एंड
Mhm.
एज यू सेड द क्लाइंट्स मोर अबाउट नेटवर्क क्योंकि सिलिकॉन वैली बैंक जो था ना वो एक नेटवर्क था एक कम्युनिटी बिल्ड था मतलब इंडिया का फाउंडर अमेरिका के फाउंडर से मिलता था दैट्स टाइप ऑफ कम्युनिटी थिंग इट वाज but its closing is really shocking and I think it has not effect till now but it will affect after 3 months when the funding will be burns. I think that will happen.
Like everyone's money is safe, like क्योंकि
Mhm.
since government took over, तो money wouldn't be a problem. Uh,
नहीं वो जो फंडिंग्स थे अब तो फंडिंग आएंगे नहीं जो
hmm,
एग्जिस्टिंग है उससे वो 3 6 months और 1 year तक चल जाएंगे उसके बाद जो लॉस मेकिंग कंपनीज होंगे ना उनको
hmm,
बहुत स्ट्रगल करना पड़ेगा फंड नहीं आएंगे
yeah.
and you were planning your own startup, I think, last year.
Yeah, I have one, like I have been working on the side. It's called
Mm-hmm.
30 Second Learn. It's basically learning monetizable skills by watching like shorter videos.
Okay.
TikTok is there, Reels is there. So it's like a TikTok for learning. You watch shorter videos, you learn something. That is something I worked on last year. It was also selected as Google for Startups Bootcamp, मतलब
Okay.
university. अभी आई एम इन द मेंटरशिप फेज उनका, मतलब द प्रोग्राम इज गोइंग ऑन. इट विल
Mm-hmm.
एंड it will end like in I think 2 weeks, I guess. A
Mm-hmm.
few of
Okay.
their classes are left. फिर उसके बाद they'll call in the founders, जैसे जो selected startups हैं, they'll get to pitch to VCs and then funding and stuff. तो अभी my personal state, मतलब I worked on it last year, then left it for a bit and then again worked on it. Abhi we have the application available on Play Store, would be available on iOS soon. मतलब the application is already
Nice.
there on iOS store. There are some review के issues that मतलब I am trying
Nice.
to fix. बाकी तो I am thinking of a small pivot here, just to
Okay.
make the app better. We are doing like initially it was like TikTok for learning, but it might
Mm-hmm.
become like maybe pivot to Duolingo for learning. Introduce more of those tasks जहाँ पे people actually do something to learn something better. And then with the AI booming, we also want to use that. We already have GPT integration, uh, which we are adding to matlab next update, which might go out next to next week. So uska that's going on the side. And baki we are trying to like get more users, find a product market fit, and iterate on that. Yeah.
It's great to know that you have built is so far.
I think a big support was just say, when you're talking to a startup founder,
Mhm, mhm,
so get to learn about their journey. Just say I talked to this one person, he helped me. Like he said, like he had been after you have been in like business for 5+ years, like even 10, 15 sometimes. Tab you understand the market much better. So it
mhm,
helps you be there uh, to get to know कि what is the problem actually क्योंकि जैसे when you're just starting out तो you
mhm.
work on 6 months and then you give up तो that wouldn't help you क्योंकि आपने like कभी पूरा like you didn't give it enough effort. This is also important to know कि when you have to quit something, but it is also like equally important to stay there. Like if you fit like okay, this is something I want to do, so that is the thing. मतलब मेरे को
Obviously.
समझ you should stay with it, so I've been here. Helps talking to people.
And Aditya, expect business, startup, development,
Hmm.
जस्ट कुछ देर के लिए इन सब चीजों को, जो भी फाइनेंशियल हम लोग ये सब क्यों कर रहे हैं, फाइनेंशियली हम लोग को डेवलप करने के लिए, या फाइनेंशियल स्टेटस डेवलपमेंट करने के लिए, या सोसाइटी में इम्पैक्ट करने के लिए, तो ये सब चीजों को छोड़ते हैं एंड पर्सनल लाइफ में आते हैं. तो एज ए पर्सन, व्हाट यू लाइक, म्यूजिक, गेम्स, what types of things?
Yeah, so I like music. I like listening to songs. Music in general, I've been into hip hop for a bit, listening to that. I like
Okay.
pop artists, a few of them. I also like to listen to like some good songs. If it gets popular, generally is good, and I listen to ऐसे भी music is there. I think I generally what I do is come up with ideas on the side, so I like doing that, building projects on the side. I go out cycling abhi lately because I am here in Himachal abhi, and I've been like cycling for a bit outside, and that is really
Okay,
cool.
that's a nice
uh,
thing.
Baaki then not much. As such, I told you ki I want to travel, so I'll do that
Yeah.
this year. I want to like go out to places, live there like not as a tourist, but as someone who is there. So that is one goal I want to do. Like live for around 1 month. Just say if I visit a tourist spot, I want to live there for like a month. Taki I know ki okay, this is how things work here. I went to Kolkata also. Like I loved the place. I knew Kolkata.
एक्चुअली अगर तुम मुझे पहले बताते ना कि तुम कोलकाता आ रहे हो, तो आई
Yeah.
हैव विजिटेड, बट क्या हुआ था कि आई थिंक तुम आए थे एंड उसके एक दिन पहले मुझे पता चला.
Oh,
एंड
yeah.
दैट एंड तुम 2 दिन रह भी नहीं, बस एक दिन आए एंड दूसरे दिन चले गए. तो अगर
Yeah,
होता तो हम लोग मीट कर लेते अगर पहले से प्लानिंग होता.
I was actually planning to stay longer, but I was going from Delhi to Kolkata और फिर like SpiceJet delayed my flight for 1 day, तो एक पूरा दिन उसी में चला गया. There was a 12-hour delay. फिर I wasted that. फिर I came next day, and I think event था next day. I was
हम्म.
initially planning to come a day earlier. पहले घूम लूँ फिर like do the event and then, but
हम्म.
फिर plan got messed up. तभी I think that is also one reason like I want to stay longer क्योंकि Kolkata is a lot bigger. On the last day I could only go a few places like Havda Bridge and the market around it, and there was this
बराबर यार.
mm, yeah, and the railway station I saw that on the way, and a few other places I guess. So वहीं पे like I
यू
went.
मस्ट विजिट द टेगोर हाउस इन
Okay, yeah,
जोरासाको.
I didn't get to go there.
इज
I
द,
saw stadium
मतलब
also from.
रविंद्रनाथ टैगोर एंड उनके फैमिली का जो टोटल हिस्ट्री है. एंड विल, मतलब कुछ दिन पहले मैं कोलकाता गया था जोरासाको के ठाकुर बाड़ी में, मतलब जो टैगोर हाउस है. एंड आई वाज जस्ट लॉस्ट इन टाइम. मतलब वो इतना पुराना हिस्ट्री, जापान का, चाइना का, अमेरिका का. तो
Yeah,
that's culture, and not only that, you will find cultural things in every corner of Kolkata.
definitely.
Actually.
I saw like people riding horse, riding horse there, and the taxis in general. Just say if you come to Delhi, you don't see such things like the taxis, the yellow taxis. You really.
And one more thing, that is Toto.
Yeah.
So Are you a foodie?
Matlab, yeah, generally love to
What
eat.
is your favorite food then?
Depends. I come from, matlab, I have been here Himachal my whole life. Uh, Starting mein, to I know a lot of things here in Himachal that are really good to eat. When I moved to Delhi for college, तो वहाँ पे जैसे general assumption is कि momos are good and street food is better. I've
दिल्ली के
tried.
छोले कुलचे.
Yeah, so I've tried all of those things. फिर uh, a few other places जैसे कोलकाता में I got the रसगुल्ला on my way back. So that
When you
was
will again come here, I will treat you. I
okay.
will treat you. Rasmalai. I will treat you rasmalai.
Yeah, so that I went to the sweet shop, but the person that I was going around with, Anubhav and I think Jyoti, so they showed us around all the beautiful places that are there. They took us to the sweet shop. I think it was like a very old sweet shop, like 1990s के time की थी. So
हम्म.
it was cool. So yeah.
एंड हमारा आज का पॉडकास्ट भी बहुत ही रॉ था. मतलब मैंने
Hmm.
भी कोई क्वेश्चन प्रिपरेशन नहीं किए थे
Oh,
एंड आई जस्ट सेड फ्यू आवर्स अर्लियर 3-4 घंटे पहले कि आर यू फ्री. तो अच्छा ही गया आई थिंक.
yeah.
मतलब
Thank
क्वेश्चंस मैंने जो पहले सोचे थे कि कुछ डीप कॉन्सेप्ट्स के ऊपर भी बात हुई एंड आई वाज जस्ट प्लानिंग कि you have lots of experience. I was just planning how to extract that experience and share with audience because people want to know how we build this. अब
Hmm.
पहले मैं भी सोचता था कि यार मेरी स्टोरी से लोगों को क्या मिलेगा. But
Hmm.
now I understand कि my story can inspire many people actually
Definitely.
because we have done this, bro.
Hmm.
We have actually. हम सोचते हैं कि हम लोगों ने क्या अभी तक उखाड़ा है यार, कुछ नहीं हुआ है. But we
Hmm.
have done because you are just 20, I am just going to be 19. We are
Hmm.
not just some old man,
Yeah,
and we have done many things in last 3-4 years. It's not a small time, right?
definitely.
You also started YouTube 3 years back. Then 2 years back you started programming. I also
Yeah.
started YouTube in 2020 on that lockdown time, and
Hmm.
that's how. So it was good, and I want you to share your thing. मतलब तुम्हें कैसा लगा ये पॉडकास्ट, क्योंकि ये बहुत ही रॉ था. आई नो आई हैव मेड सम मिस्टेक्स, आई नो दैट. सो
First of all, though, thank you so much for having me. I think, matlab, it is generally nice to be able to do this. Just after you have worked so much, so it is generally feels good to be able to share. So that is there. I think I love the raw element of this podcast. Would definitely, I think, help a few people if it does help someone.